So have you ever wondered why your guy married you? Perhaps he hasn't been as loving and appreciative as he should be. Well, I may have some answers for you. That's what we're talking about today. Welcome back to my channel. I am Coach Kara, and we are talking about 6 signs he married you for the wrong reasons. Let's get started. Sign number 1. Perhaps he married you for convenience, and that could be a number of reasons. Perhaps you may come off as being dutiful, you clean, you cook, or convenient as in him being released from prison or jail and doesn't really see a, quite lucrative future for himself, especially as far as, financially and career-wise. So he went with the first best thing, you. He chose you because you're convenient. You wanted him, and there you have it. Again, there could be many reasons that fall into the category of convenience of it all. So just assess your situation because every connection will be somewhat different. So apply this as needed. Next, another reason why he may have married you, because you became pregnant. I know it may sound a bit, asinine, but believe it or not, a lot of men, especially when they take having their seed brought into the world, they hold that into high regard, especially if they are expecting a junior or maybe an heir of some sort, and they want their born to come into the world as legitimate, regardless of the connection between you and him. And so because of that, he chooses to marry you, again, because he doesn't want an illegitimate child, especially carrying his last name or his lineage. You understand? Furthermore, another reason for that could be, well, he may not want to pay child support either. Okay, let's just consider that together. Next, another reason could be is because, well, financial gain. Now this guy, regardless if he's lazy or lacks ambition, doesn't really want to work as hard, just work enough. Or perhaps he's trying to get his own business or reach a higher income status. So he marries you because he knows that you can get him there. Or perhaps you have connections and a high level of, status and means to help move whatever he has going on into fruition, right? Fruition, I'm sorry. To make moves for him. You understand? He can't do that by himself. Perhaps he has bad credit or maybe none at all. Lack of means, but you do. So he takes the opportunity of marrying you. This way he can expect to have this for the long term. You understand? But we all know how that scenario usually plays out. All right. Next, this guy marries you because you are the one who is going to not, stress him to change, to evolve, to become a better version of himself, because he knows he's toxic and he doesn't want that kind of pressure. So why take himself through all of that headache and change of trying to grow and be better for someone else when he could just be with you because he sees that you're not trying to change. You're just as toxic and unevolved as he is. So he marries you so you guys can just be in this connection of your own and just go back and forth to no end. He's not expected to change because you haven't. All right. And we know that's a lot what's going on right now. Everyone's trying to evolve, or they're looking for someone who has, high quality values, that sort of thing. So he doesn't want to be pressured to do that. So he just take the cowardly way out and marry you because, hey, you're just as toxic. Next, this guy needs a ride or die. Someone who is loyal to the end. Their person will tolerate all sorts of negative behavior, just anything, just fight for them, I need a ride or die shit. Hey, the Lox, they said it best on that track. Listen to that. It'll tell you everything about a ride or die person. They will go hard for you. They will fight for you. You can, not that they would tolerate cheating, but they're going to fight for you, okay? They're not going anywhere. And that's why he marries you, because of loyalty. And he sees that you have low self-worth and maybe even low esteem. You don't want the best in a man. He doesn't have to excel and grow. He knows you're going to be right there for him, for bad or worse, whatever. You are that go hard, loyal type person. And that's what he needs in his life. Someone who is just going to be a ride or die. And lastly, another reason why he may have married you for the wrong reason is because no one else wants him. He doesn't have any options, any choices. And perhaps this has been going on for quite some time, He doesn't have anyone approaching him or checking for him, trying to get at him, trying to be sneaky, whatever. He doesn't have that kind of experience and may have never had that. But you came along and was accepting and willing to be with him, though you may not be the type of person that he really doesn't want to be with, but he's not going to say no, because right now you are the only option. And so he chooses to marry you just for that very reason. And a lot of times in this sort of connection, this individual, once he gets married, I would say maybe not very long afterwards, he would actually have an opportunity that presents itself. And as I always say, the devil just always knows right when to come in, what your weakness is, to mess up your connection. And more so than likely, he's not going to say no to that opportunity either, because now it's there. And he will take a risk and jeopardize his marriage. He never really wanted to be with you anyways. It's just that you wanted him and you wanted a marriage. And so he was like, okay, what have I got to lose, and just goes with it. So yeah, guys, you have to be very careful out there when you are being approached by these certain peoples. Just make certain that you drive that, you drag that engagement out as long as you can. It will show and reveal you everything that you're going to know for your future. You understand me? Do not put on those rose-colored glasses or whatever they call them and try to blind yourself from seeing. What you're seeing is factual and will continue to be, and also become worse, especially right after you get married. So never marry because you think it's going to resolve your problems or to make someone like you more. Those are other reasons. But yeah, so just be very mindful of why someone is marrying you. And that should be a very important topic once you are engaged. Why do you want to marry me? What is it you see in me? What do you expect from me? Those tough questions. And if it's a lot of, I think that you're funny. No, you need more than that. You need depth. You need to know that you are being married for all of the right reasons. Okay? No marriage is going to be perfect, but you don't want someone to marry you for malicious intent, ulterior motives. No, we don't do that. Okay? All right, my loves, I thought I'd share that with you today. I thank you for joining me always. All of my information will be linked down below if you need dating coaching and relationship advice. That is all for now, my love. Until next time.